Move these over a little bit. How's it going, everybody? It's Friday night in the shop. Where else do you guys spend Friday nights? I spend mine in my shop. We're better to hang out. And who better to hang out with than you guys? We hit 1,500 subscribers, and I say we because this is a community. Without you guys, there is no channel. We hit 1,500 subscribers today as a group, and thank you to each and every one of you that are here, that thumbs up, that comment, the new subscribers, the old subscribers. I have subscribers on this channel that have been here since I had 20 subscribers. That's, you know, I mentioned Simple Man a lot. There's quite a few of you that have been here, but I mentioned Simple Man a lot. That guy's been on this channel almost since day one. He's a good fella, and there's a lot of you guys that have been here, and there's a lot of newcomers. 1,500 subscribers. It's incredible. You know, this channel, the amount of countries I'm reaching. I was emailing a guy in Thailand today. That's cool. What more could a guy ask for? It's just fun. I'm having fun, guys. I have never had so much fun in my life. Life can get pretty humdrum. You go to work, you come home, you eat, you watch a little TV or whatever. My life used to be that way. And then it changed. We moved out here to this property, like, I don't know, we got to be pushing 10 years here. And my life changed. And, you know, and the longer I live here, the better it gets. And then YouTube is the cherry on top. It's cool. I'm having so much fun, guys. So much fun. I wanted to mention a couple of things. I haven't been getting YouTube emails for the last, I don't know, couple weeks. I got one here and there, but really none. And I thought, that's funny. I guess something was going on with my email, and I got it fixed today. I don't know, I'm pretty backed up on emails. There's well over 100, maybe a little bit more. I started going through them today. If you guys haven't heard back from me, little email glitch. I had to call the IT department, and they fixed me up, so, which is me. Yeah, a mechanic doing IT stuff. You can imagine how that goes. So, I'm going to wake up early tomorrow morning and start going through those emails. I should have all of them gone through. So, if you guys haven't heard back from me, that's what's going on. So, Jack Fly, I got your email, buddy. Thank you. Jack Fly's helping out the channel. More on that in a future video. But Jack, I just wanted to take the time and say, hey, thanks, buddy. What are we doing? Well, Friday night in the shop. Didn't really have anything planned. Just kind of looking at the old Poolin counter vibe. I thought it was funny this week. The Iron Horse. Iron Horse and I have been going back and forth for a while now, and he's a good fella. I really like that guy. He's a character, and he's a good saw porter. That guy builds some nasty saws. So, but it's funny. He dropped the video on Wednesday, I guess. What day is it? It's Friday today. So he dropped the video on Wednesday. In about 45 minutes, I dropped the video. And we both dropped the timing video on the same day at the same time. And I thought, that's cool. That's more content for you guys to watch. If you haven't been to that guy's channel, go over there and take a peek. Harvey's been in this game a long time, and he knows what he's doing. But it's funny. He uses the bottom dead center method, and I use the piston stop method. And it's interesting. They both work. It's whatever works for you, okay? And I'm going to tell you guys this. Just because I do something doesn't mean that you should do it. If my way doesn't work, look for a better way for you. So I use this. I use a piston stop. I don't use a screw-in piston stop because this is a certain number of degrees, okay? And I can write it down. And when I put it in there, if I think I bumped my timing wheel, I can spin it back. Pull and counter vibe. It's still in my brain. That's how my brain works. 55.5 degrees. is where it stopped at. I can actually, here guys, look. Oh, this pull and counter vibe. This pull and counter vibe. I haven't looked at this in a few days. It's been over there on the other bench. Right? Pull and counter vibe. Did I bump the wheel? Probably. Let's have a look, see. Okay. Let's hold it right there, dead center. Look. Oh, I bumped my wheel. It's at 54.5. Let's look on the other side. Okay. Just that easy. This thing is a degree out right now. If I retimed this saw, or started grinding on it, and I didn't, just put it back over here. If I started grinding on that saw right now and I didn't know that, I'd be a degree or two off. And when you port saws to the level that I do, for me, a lot of these saws are for me, guys. And it's about science and experimentation on this channel. I want to know what I can get out of a saw reliably. I don't build hot saws. I am going to in the future. A lot of snowmobile engines up here in Canada, eh? Think about that. But I don't build hot saws. I build work saws. I'm a firewood cutter and a landowner, and I run chainsaws. So I want to build the nastiest saw I can that will also be reliable, tunable, not run too hot. That's the journey for me. When you're turning a saw way up, if you're 2 degrees off, that can ruin the saw. You can have a saw that's too peaky. Remember, I've had this question asked many times lately, you control the RPM of the saw with the exhaust height. The higher the exhaust is, the higher the RPM. There is no hard and fast rules. Some saws are going to react better to a high exhaust roof, and some are not. Okay? If a saw has a lot of torque, you can get away with more exhaust roof height. A 50cc saw, you're not going to get away with as much height. So, unless you're building a limbing saw, if you got a 50cc saw and you're cutting, here I walk tree lines, right? I walk tree lines a lot and clean up hedgerows and you know, leaners and snags. If I do that, I'm going to grab this generally, guys. Okay? I'm going to grab this 562. This thing's a screamer. It's fast. This is a quick, nasty limbing saw. Okay? If I'm bucking big logs, the 94's coming out. I think we need to run this again on the channel. I have not run this thing in a while. Makes me wonder. This fuel tank leaks. This is what I'm doing right now. I'm in a 94 mood. Here, guys. You know why I love a 94? 394. This is a 1994 model. This thing's pristine, low hour. It's not ported. I thought about porting this, guys. You know why I don't port it? It's too nice. I hate to say it. Some saws are too nice to port. Here, let's see what we got here. Just like that. Is there anything cooler than a 394? I can't think of anything. So I wanted to clean this thing up. It's clean and shiny. I'm going to go firewood cutting in the next couple weeks. Some oak. Logs are dirty. Decent size oak. It's been down a year or two. It's pretty dry. It's pretty nasty. And what'll buck dirty logs better than a 94 with a short bar on it? So I want to get this thing going. It's, again, 94, she just fires up. Love this saw. Got this off my buddy, and I like this saw. Now, don't get me wrong, guys. This is a heavy power head. I don't generally want to run this for a day unless I need it. Fucking big oak, I want to run this for a day. There you go, 94. Moving along. A lot of interest in this saw. I need to make a playlist of turd saws. Check out my playlist, guys. Since I started this channel, I've been diligent about doing playlists. The Cutaway series, I got more filming to do on that. I want the whole Cutaway series in a playlist so that you guys can go back and refer to it. And I think a lot of those videos are going to be shorter to keep it more on point. Those are going to be more of a learning tool so that you guys can go back and say, how do I check my transfer height with a ring? Or what is a piston stop doing? We're going to get into all that. So stay tuned. There's going to be a lot of cutaway videos coming on this channel. That is something I've been thinking about for a long time. And it was like, I got to get this done. So, and it was cool. A lot of you guys emailed me and commented and said, hey, I got lots out of that. You know what, guys? So did I. I like to be able to see inside. So, the Echo CS670. I don't even know if I've ever run this thing on the channel. I've showed it. Have I ever run it, guys? I don't know. I don't. We're going to port this saw. This thing looks like a Detroit diesel under the hood. Look at that thing. She's gross. This is the dirtiest power saw I've ever laid eyes on. I've been scraping pitch off this thing. I've had this thing for a year. My buddy got this in like a 5-saw deal, and he said, just take it. So, why not port it? I've never run one of these. This is the first one I've ever touched. There's not a lot of Echoes around here. The fellow that had this was an Echo guy, and he had several of them. That CS8000 we took apart on video. If you go back in my channel, I took apart a big 80cc Echo. This was one of the saws that came with that. And again, this is actually the side cover off the 8000 Echo. So she's a West Coast side cover, eh? That'll be good for noodling. No chain brake. But why not? Why not make this saw do something, right? It seems like it's complete. It's got a nice air filter system on it. Like, look at that. This is a nice saw. It really is. It's got a Walbro carb on it. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what this saw is even going to show me inside. But we're going to look at this thing together. And let's dig into this. The first thing I want to do on this saw is show you guys why I want to port it. I think I mentioned this on the channel before, but I'll do it again. I was checking this saw for compression one day. I have a shelf back there. Maybe I'll show you guys my turd shelf. I kind of line up saws to keep them in my mind, stuff I want to build in the future on the channel. And this has been sitting there, and I never even looked at it. I got it when we were cutting firewood one day. I threw it in the back of the truck on top of the wood pile, drove home, and threw it on the shelf. This thing has huge compression. Now here's the funny thing, guys. I inadvertently started this. This thing's been sitting for years. My buddy had it for years, and then he gave it to me. This thing started with old cruddy gas while I was doing a compression test. Let's see if this thing fires. No, it won't fire, right? Oh, I flooded it, I think. This one's got something to prove. I know why this saw is so cruddy, because it's a runner. Whoever ran this saw cut a lot of wood with it, but like, Echo guys, I've heard you guys mention Echo. A lot of you are Echo fans. You guys have said, hey, port an Echo. Here you guys go. CS670. This will be the next turd saw. I'm excited to do this one. I like doing saws that I've never touched. And I've never touched one of these, so why not, right? So we're going to dig into this. I will put a timing wheel on this. I want to show you guys stock timing numbers so we can talk about it. I have a feeling this will have a low exhaust roof. I hear Echoes are kind of slow. I haven't run many of them, so let's learn together. You Echo guys need to see some Echoes on here too, right? So what's coming up in the channel? I was watching Mr. Harvey's video today, the Iron Horse. And he mentioned P41. 1 second here, folks. I have a P41. Here's the recoil. It's mint. It has no carburetor and no pipe. I think we should dig into that coming up on the channel. What do you guys think? I'm grooving on the reed saws lately, so let's do some more reed saws. I got some exciting builds coming. Keep watching, guys. I've had quite a few of you offer to send me saws. We got saws coming. We're going to be working on saws. If any of you guys have a turd saw, something wacky and wild that you want to send my way, send me an email. I can't do this without you guys, and you know, the more the merrier. It only helps the channel. So we got some cool saws coming down the line to build. I threw together another home light the other day. This one's where I want it to be. It's one of those saws, when I fired it up, it made me stand up and, you know, go, whoa. You guys got to keep playing with those timing numbers. I think this one is incredible. I changed my entire program on this one. I've been buying home lights like they're free lately because I want to know. In the search of knowledge, I've been buying up home lights. I got home lights scattered everywhere in this shop, and I've been going through them. And every one I've built, I've used different numbers. This one's incredible. It's not finished yet. It's I got to finish the carburetor on it and do a few little things. It's a special saw, and when it is ready, you guys are going to see it on video. And we'll talk about that saw and what we're going to do with it. It's going to be a good one. So stay tuned for that. I'd like to do P41. We got that Poolin counter vibe coming up. I got a couple of 550 XPs that I've never really played with a Strato saw. Let's have a look at a 550 XP. 50cc, absolutely high-strung Husqvarna. What can I do with that? I don't know. I've never looked in one. I got to learn the Strato saws, guys. Why not? I run them. I own many Strato saws, but I've only modified them slightly. I haven't really ported them, so let's go into that. Why not? The 288 and 385 that we got from Simple Man. Hey, buddy. I like Simple Man. He's from way down in the south. Good fella. I like yakking with him on the WhatsApp. He sent us those two saws, 288 light and a 385. I'm gathering bits and pieces for the 385. I'd like to do one of those on the channel. 288, I've done those before. I'd like to do one again and really turn it up and see what we can do. So it's exciting times on the Tinman channel, and thank you all for being here. I just wanted to come out here and do a Friday night in the shop and say, hey, thanks for watching. I appreciate every last one of you. You guys are good people, and there's a lot of good people in this community. I could ramble on for hours about all the good people I've talked to. Anyhow, Friday night in the shop. Does it get any better than this? No, it doesn't. Not in my world. As always, thanks for watching. Take her easy. See you guys again.